What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, this story was sent to me via text message from one of my subscribers, Sharita out there in Charlotte, North Carolina. Shout out Sharita, you know what I'm saying? Sharita, good people, man. And y'all ever see in the street, y'all holler and tell her, you know, you appreciate her. She a good person out there in Charlotte, North Carolina. But check it out, man. Sharita sent me this story. And it's about this lady up here. This story's out of San Diego, California. Shout out, Cali. And if there was ever a hot seat, guys, this lady right here, boom, Jacqueline Ma, needs to be on it. This woman's 34 years old. Last year, she was teacher of the year. She's an elementary school teacher or a middle school teacher, whatever. She was a teacher. She taught 6th grade. This woman, the school she taught at was Lincoln Acres Elementary School in San Diego County. And this woman right here has been charged with a crazy crime involving, you know, kids as usual. And I want to show you this video. It's going to tell you a lot about the psyche of Miss Ma here. And man, people got serious problems. I want to show you this video and pay attention to the stuff that they said she did. And we'll come back and roast her, because that's what she deserved. Let's get it.
A National City teacher, once named Teacher of the Year, has been ordered to stand trial for allegedly having inappropriate relationships with 2 Lincoln Acres elementary school students. It's our top story on the 4. I'm Heather Myers.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. CBS 8's Kelly Hessedall joins us live from the South Bay Courthouse with what happened today in the courtroom. Kelly.
That's right. And I got to tell you guys, it was a tough day in the courtroom today. We heard some very graphic details of these alleged sexual relationships that prosecutors say Jacqueline Ma had with an 11 and 12-year-old boy. The lead detective on the case spent most of the day on the witness stand, and at one point she testified and read out loud text messages found on one of the boys' iPads.
You know what I'm talking about, Miss Ma. Oh my God, do not forget my underwear is in your pocket. John Doe 1, I'm at my grandma's. Sorry, I was doing some SUM. Miss Ma, that's okay, just making sure you hide it.
Were there other photos from this video?
Messages that were read aloud today were too graphic for television. The young victim, referred to as John Doe 1, also took the witness stand today. The public, the media, was not allowed in the courtroom during his testimony. We know he was 11 when this alleged relationship started, a student at Lincoln Acres Elementary, and prosecutors say the relationship went on for a couple of years. He is 13 years old now, and according to prosecutors, they found evidence on his iPad that indicated they were using an app so she could watch him live as the boy was showering. The detective testified about a dozen photos of the child's private parts were found on Ma's phone. Before today's hearing got started, Ma appeared to be upset, wiping her eyes, crying most of the time. She took notes or kind of kept her head down. Now, we also heard testimony from the detective about the second alleged victim. The detective interviewed him at his school. Now, I have to warn you, what you're about to hear is disturbing.
He told me that he was texting with Miss Ma, who was his teacher at the time, and they started to text back and forth about masturbation, and he did not know how to masturbate yet, so she was teaching him how to masturbate.
And the detective testified that at one point the boy actually went to Ma's classroom after hours. There was some sort of encounter, but that he got so freaked out he ran out of there before there was any physical contact. Now, the judge said in a ruling today that there's an overwhelming amount of evidence that the defendant took advantage of 2 children. Now, Ma is due back in court next month. Heather and Carlo?
Yeah, Kelly, that testimony is really tough to listen to. Did the defense call any witnesses, and what is the defense's argument here?
The defense did not call any witnesses today. In the past, the defense attorney has told me that mental health plays a big role in this case. He did not mention that today. However, he seemed to indicate that Ma didn't have authority over one of the young alleged victims because that child is now in middle school. And so some of this alleged abuse happened after he had already left her classroom. So he was kind of saying she no longer had authority over him. However, the judge certainly didn't see things that way. And again, this case was bound over for trial.
We'll see if it actually makes it to trial. I know a lot of people hope some kind of deal gets worked out so that the children involved here aren't put through that ordeal. Kelly Hessedall reporting for us. Thanks, Kelly.
All right. That's the story, guys, of Miss Jacqueline Ma, age 34, 2022 Teacher of the Year. But wound up being nothing more than the freak of the week. This woman's disgusting. I'm going to tell you something. This woman is married, in case you didn't catch it in there. Can you imagine that? This is a married woman with counts of lewd and lascivious acts on kids. Charged with 3 counts of oral copulation on children. This woman's sick, man. It's like they don't think about none of this stuff, like it would never come out. I want to know how many times in history, just curious, that this done happened and the teacher got away with it. Might be a lot of times, might not be, but all I know is you're a teacher. You know darn well they probably give you pep talks because of the rise of this goofiness. Hey, don't mess with no kids. Don't do this. Don't do that. If you got urges, go to the principal's office or something. But seriously, this is messed up. There are a lot of guys out there like, ooh, I wish that was me. No, you don't, because you don't know what kind of impact it would have on you moving forward and your views on sexuality and how you see women. See, a lot of times, all these perverts that you have out here been made perverts by somebody else that should have known better. So you don't know the long-lasting effects on any of this. Now, so supposedly these boys was 11 and 12 years old when this happened, so it had to be last year. One of them's in middle school now, so she don't talk to him no more, so he's out of her jurisdiction or range or whatever. You know what I mean? But you can't be having kids in your class every year. You got them like passing ships in the night. Oh, picking and choosing who you want to mess with and do immoral acts to. This woman need to be fried in fish grease. I mean, as her husband, he has to be embarrassed, and children too. Think about that. They probably live in that community and still go to that school. She wasn't even thinking about how bad and messed up this is. You seen her in court crying. Typical bullshit. Defense mechanism. That shit don't work around men. Men don't care about that. Especially when they know why you're doing it. They try to get out and get pity off of people after touching the little kids' jalapeno. Can you imagine going into class? She's setting it up where she meeting these kids in and out of class. Could you imagine if you was this kid and you went into the class? I guarantee you I know just how it was. And I wasn't even there. I can already tell you. Because she turned up. This bold, emboldened behavior, I know she was turned up. You know what I'm saying? It was an oasis, a little boy she could just pick and choose. And she got the one that she wanted. And that's all she needed. He came in class after class. She was dressed like Chun-Li. Came in there, take your underwears off. He was like, Miss Ma, what are you doing? Teach you something. She go down there, start sucking him off. He's sitting there, oh, what kind of class is this? Because remember he said he ran out of there. It felt weird. What kind of class is this? A nasty one. I don't like nasty. Ran out of there. You're supposed to be teaching these kids, not sitting up here trying to show them your fortune cookie. Ain't that some shit? I'm trying not to cuss. She know better. If I was her husband, I'd beat her too short to shit. I'd put my foot right in her ass. And I don't condone physical violence, but the shame you brought on me and probably the kids I got by you is unsurmountable. You know better. See, there's some adults that need their ass beat. For real. I'm not saying kill her. You know what I'm saying? But she need her ass beat. That's a super embarrassment. You can't even never live that down, and you ain't the one that did the crime. You're just a family member. These people don't never think, man. Don't ever think. You got cameras set up on you. You use school. I think the iPads were from the school. You use school technology to look at a little boy shower. You got multiple pictures of child dinglings in your possession. So what you be doing? Playing guitar when your husband sleep on the side of the bed. You playing guitars, looking at little kids' wieners. Disgusting, man. Disgusting. That's why she was crying, because they knew they was going to read them text message and she was going to look stupid. Make sure you hide it. Don't tell nobody. Shh, it'll be our little secret. Ain't that some shit? You up there sucking off little kids and shit. You can't even explain that. And then it's the BS right here. And I want y'all to hear me on this. This is the BS. Check it. Maybe mental illness was a part of the, made her commit the crime. You see how they throw that MH out here now? Shout out to Sharita. She brought that up. When it's a nasty ass chick, they throw that mental illness out there. Let it be a man. Oh, he's just a perv. Peep it. Shout out to Sharita. She brought that to my attention. That's true. She's teacher of the year. All of these accolades, when she can't be a freak, there has to be something. We must analyze her. Something went wrong. She went from teacher of the year to this. Maybe mental health plays a big role. Miss Ma, I need you to start crying in the court right now. What am I supposed to cry about? He took the foot of the chair and put it on her toe. That's why she leaned like, ow, she started crying. Like she would have like an emotional outburst or something. Man, please. Please. Look at the charges. Oh, they hoping a plea deal comes out. Did you hear what the guy said? That they're hoping a plea deal so these children don't have to take the stand. No, let that have been a man. She's not even facing prison time with this, the way they saying it. 3 charges of oral copulation with a child under 14 years old. Still a child. You sucked him off or them off. At the time, they was 11 and 12 years old. Lewd and lascivious acts with children. How you as a woman going to teach a little boy how to masturbate? Oh, you got to jerk it like this. I would knock the fuck. Yo, listen. All in all, it seemed like her accolades and all this stuff, they seem like they trying to like defend her a little bit and try to make it like, oh, maybe she just snapped. I ain't never seen nobody snap and get sexual. Have you? Usually when somebody snap, they go off and either have an outburst or do something physically to somebody violent. Not something, you know what? Maybe it does happen. I don't know. But this is a bad look, man, for her. I mean, that was her career. She can't never do that no more. And you got 2 boys mentally scarred. I guess you could say it like that. And all this evidence against her, but it's like no prison time. They try to mark it up like, oh, she crazy. Let it have been me or any other dude out there that listened to me. You know we would have got smoked. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. You're supposed to be teaching kids, biology and stuff like that. Not what that fucking mouth do. Damn, I cussed. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.